Okay, welcome to our interview today. Can I have a look at your identity card?
Sure, here it is.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Kamru Sama, briefly introduce yourself to me.
My name is Kamru Zaman. I have done my master's in the business administration, and then I worked for a multinational company for the last 10 years. And then I have decided to work abroad. So that's why I joined IELTS classes. So this is how briefly, my story is.
Okay, why are you planning to go abroad?
Um, Basically, if you see the environment and socio-economical as well as political environment of our country, so it's not encouraging the merit system. It's also not encouraging to work like an entrepreneur. So I thought my talent, abilities, or if I invest, so maybe I will not get the exact ROI which I should have. So that's why I thought it's not a justice system. In fact, it's justice of the society, which is not been very obvious in our society. So that's why I thought I have to move.
Uh, Kamar, how well do you know the people who live next door to you?
Yeah, I know. Very well. In fact, because I am a person who is very friendly and very. I used to get close to the people. I wanted to know the people, so I always interact with the people. So everyone living in my neighborhood, they know me, and I try to know them.
Do you like to have flowers in your home?
Yeah, I love to have flowers. I previously, it was my hobby to plant trees of the seasonal trees, seasonal flowers, and then I collect the seeds as well for the next year. So I always do that previously.
In how many different ways flowers are being used in your country?
Flowers have been used in many different ways. In fact, we use flowers for the events as well, because if there is an event of marriage, so flowers has been used. If you have to welcome someone, then the flowers has been used, and then for any uh, other events like any the death related events, so obviously flowers are there. So it is being used in many different ways, and also the flowers are used for the medicinal purposes.
I'm going to give you a cue card. You will be having 1 minute to think about it. And if you need to prepare some notes, you can also prepare some notes. And then for at least 2 minutes, you have to speak about it. This is the topic. And at least these are the points that you should cover in this topic. Your time, 1 minute starts now. Yes, please take a start.
So I have a very interesting discussion very recently with the property dealer. So he advised me to spend my money to buy a house or a plot. So he was a property dealer, a very famous property dealer, living in near Wabda town. He has a business over there. So somehow I visited him, and we both get introduced with each other. So he also realized that I can invest. So he we travel a lot in different areas. So he showed me many different options as well. So and also during every visit, he was basically reading my gesture and also my comments as well, so that either I am going to invest really or how much I can invest in that. So that was a very, interesting um, uh, journey or interaction with him. And also why I take interest in this discussion, because I also need to buy a personal house as well for myself and for my family. So that's why I also take interest in this journey and in this discussion as well. But the result is still awaited, because we both are not reached to any of the conclusions yet. Because some houses which I uh, uh, that are according to my preferences are obviously more expensive, which is beyond my capacity. And those who I can afford are not, I mean, as per my requirement. So we both are not matching according to our needs. So that's why we are still waiting to reach out to some of the conclusion. So that's why we are still in this discussion, and still he is following me. He called me previously. He was calling me every day. So now he been give a few breaks as well. Now he call me weekly as well, because I said I will be available only on the weekends, obviously due to my IELTS class as well. So on every weekend, he take me and we visited different areas to search for a home which suits my income as well as my desire.
What do you think this trend of society is better than colonies?
I personally think that there is no harm in living in new societies, because previously living in old societies or old colonies, so obviously people are more close to each other, no doubt in that. But obviously, with the passage of time, the needs are changing. In fact, if I think about my grandmother's and grandparents' home, so which were inside the wall city, so that is now we visit them like monuments. So, but still, as if we have to live over there, so it's not as comfortable, because the schooling is far away, the roads and the streets are not as good, obviously, as you see in the new society.
What about the road system in your city?
Uh,
Do you think it needs some improvement or you think it's perfect?
I believe it's a lot of improvement is required. It does not, road system does not mean only the carpeting of the road, but also it need proper designing so that the flow of the traffic remain smooth and without any interruptions. So unfortunately, the road system is not intelligently planned. So I believe a lot of improvement is required.
Thank you, Kamar. Thank
Thank you.
you.